Today is another day, guys, and we have to keep hustling. Hey, the hustle is real. So, guys, let's come back to Nyabohanse. I've been doing a premiere, and of course, I hope that students will be watching to benefit from the lesson. Yep. So, welcome on board and feel blessed on this day, Furahi Day. So, I know today people will be party after party, others will be going to different destinations, celebration and all that, you know. So this is what we are meant for, doing the reaction. Then some people are like, gossiping is a sin, and we are like, okay, we are not just gossiping, but we are teaching. Is teaching a sin? Since when did teaching become a sin? We are teaching, you know. When we do reaction, we are teaching. Since when did it become a sin? All right, so welcome on board Edutainment for Us community, and thanks all of you. Yesterday I really got motivated. A lot of people came about and they really supported me. I'm sorry that I'm late about 20 minutes. I had to handle something before I came on board to do my live stream. Now guys, what's popping in Nyabohanse? There is a lot. Of course, you've seen Rosho. Rosho finally, I don't know whether it's bonding or whether it is cloud chasing. I never can tell, you know. You finally saw her. Huh? You finally saw her driving the big machine to the construction site, right? And there is something she's saying she doesn't agree with at the construction site. What is this? The reason I wore this jacket is because my sister took a thumbnail and I didn't want them to look similar with my next thumbnail. Okay. So I had to, maybe I don't like this banana. I will. Okay. Yes. So I'll take you there, then I come. Robbie girl, I will start with you. But please, one. Hey, the romantic birds in the house. Huh? So Marwa is taking charge of the construction site fully. Is it because my family has visited us here and it's time for them to go home? It's so hot. What are you doing? No, the reason I wore this jacket is because my sister took a thumbnail and I didn't want them to look similar with my next thumbnail. Okay. So I had to, maybe I don't like this banana. I will. Okay. Yes. So I'll take you there, then I come. Hey, this one was on another level, and I was like, okay, the lover birds in the house. Change is inevitable, right? Change is inevitable. After the reactor saying that Marwa is not romantic, hey, some things are working differently. I don't know if you have watched of late, but one of the things that I've observed is that Rosho is making sure that all that people said she doesn't do are done. Marwa is also trying to make sure that what people say he doesn't do, he's trying to do them, right? So those people who say we are here to gossip, we are not here to gossip, we are here to teach. And when we teach, people pick some lessons, even if they don't like how we say it, we are there to just remind them on one thing or the other. Shaksa, Riga, Mohalito, please send me money. I wish I had. I would send you real money, because as for me, I'm waiting for people to send me money here. I've not begun even earning anything from YouTube, but it is what it is, you know. The hustle is real. But once I get the packages, Shaksa, Rigo, then we'll be sharing the package. No worries, you know. If I was just getting the donatos like Marwa, I would be actually sharing with Mohalito. But unfortunately, not yet. So let me struggle and see whether I can actually attain the monetization. Then we are going to hit the road. So what is popping at the construction site? The construction site, of course, is fully managed by the engineer and designer and philanthropist himself. The philanthropist is making sure that no coin, no coin meant for construction is lost. Yeah? So he says that all the money, including Maisha's, is directed towards the construction. I'm like, ay, Marwa. Really? Like you can take Maisha's donations and put to construction? All right. Congrats, because if that is really happening, then this is a miracle in Africa. A miracle in Africa. I don't know how you can invest all your time and all your resources and all your energy in something that you don't want to tell us the reality that you are gaining. That is what Marwa is trying to paint. The picture is trying to paint is that he is really sacrificing all his time. And of course, when you check on his lives or premiums, when he's going on, people are like, yeah, Marwa is a philanthropist. Yeah, he's doing it at heart. Yeah, and so yesterday I was like, okay, let me check this premium, because I like checking so that I appreciate what he's doing. At the same time, I also correct what I see that is a messy. So thank you for the like. Somebody liked my video. I really appreciate.
So if I just cross here like that, I'll be there with the bossy and papa.
Hey, today I woke up with
The village, guys. Africa is beautiful. It's very, very beautiful.
Okay, Joseph Edambo. Hi, welcome in the house. Welcome in the house.
Beautiful by showcasing the beauty that we have. Building houses. I love building houses. I don't know, guys. Maybe one day I'll be a real estate mogul. I don't know if I pronounced it very correctly. Bosi Amboka is checking. There's a lady right there. It's checking. This lady is checking charcoal. Yameiva. Oh, Yameiva.
All right, so guys, in that video, Marwa started by saying that he really appreciates construction. So that is why all the time when he hears about a project to do with construction, he is all emotions up. So don't blame him. He is there to make sure that Nyabohanse constructs and constructs and constructs. So, Caro, don't blame Marwa that he is always jumping from one construction site to another. That is what is really in his heart, you know, with actuarial science and the love for construction. Why not? So he is here telling us that one day he's going to do real estate management, right? Which is a very good idea. Only that now that one should move to a bit of a town, because real estate within a village, I'm not so sure whether people will actually be coming to buy. Maybe things change. They always say things change. Dreams are valid, right? Dreams are valid, and they say Africa is made by people. And Marwa is one of them, right? Okay. So, Marwa went ahead to say that when he sees the houses being constructed, do you know how he feels? Do you know? If you don't know, let's go and see what he said he feels. Huh? Don't be surprised.
Then celebrate. Like, you know, when you're working so hard and you know there is a reward. Like, at the end of the day, we're going to have a beautiful house. We'll be sleeping there. And Brian will be calling it a new home. And for those who are very new here and you're shocked.
Hey, I really liked that bouncing motion. And you are sleeping and you really know the houses has been constructed. You are like, Brian has now a home. You feel happy, right? That is the master of construction. The master of construction itself in Nyabohanse. Blow some vuvuzela for him. Will you? Or will you tell us to keep quiet? I hope not. Okay. So Marwa went ahead to actually expound on why he loves seeing the construction going on. And I was like, okay, is this why you are saying you have sacrificed all the money towards the construction, including your son's money? Should we keep quiet? Okay. We shouldn't keep quiet. We should talk about it. We should talk about it and analyze deeply. So, I went back to the thought of, all right, of course, we've talked about the reformation of this boy, something that we are waiting for yet. And the first decision was to take him to school, but the weeks are collapsing. Of course, it's only now 1 week remaining and he will be back to school. However, all this time he has been there watching construction, watching content being created. Is he ready for back to school? All right, Marwa has the answer for you. Marwa has the answer for you. So, if you have people are making noise. The haters in the house. The haters in the house are making a lot of noise about Marwa, right? Now, today I watched echoes from Village Echoes. And Village Echoes was like, why should someone attack somebody who has done a lot of changes in Yabohanze? And I was like, you should answer yourself because you come from that village. As for us, we don't hate Marwa. We only try to correct one or two things that we see is not doing right. And we praise what he's doing that is right. Like constructing the house for this family is quite a step, something that will change their life. They would not have made it, right? And of course, the lady, the old mama, was very, frowning all the time. But then, what about some things here and there? Now, like, if you watched the video yesterday, you saw Marwa warning people not to send money anyhow, which is a good thing because scammers all over the places, guys. In Kenya, scammers are all over the places. But then, they don't just scam. Scammers see an opportunity in a gap. And the gap I'm seeing is that Marwa has decided to say that he is only his number and not Daniel's should be used. And sometimes there are those maybe subscribers who want to send something directly to Daniel. And my question is, why would Marwa not allow Daniel to also have his number receive direct gifts for himself so that he does not mix that money with Marwa's, or rather with the construction ones? I think this video here showed everything, the 1 day video. In seeing is believing, right? Let's check on this.
Big Mac. Once they remove this, Brian, Daniel chap.
Here. Hey, the net is net.
100 for baby Maisha. And I've not given baby. So right there, 100 USD. Because the other one, no, you keep writing down. The less real. Thank you. It says half for Brian. So you think 125 is good for this?
Here it is. The hanging, I don't know, the network is actually creating a lot of fuss.
Because grandma can plant it there or can plant a new one. But building a house, we are not coming back to build another house. We will build once and for all. They are counting bricks. These guys are working so much. They are counting bricks. Nothing else. Nothing like we need not plastering. Before plastering, we need plumbing. Oh yeah. 1,588. But
was it this really?
Inside the house, I still need to pay people bringing ballast because tomorrow we'll need to create a new rent again. I still need to pay Felix working here. I still need to pay for these timbers. I still need to pay for these guys that are doing the blocks today. So guys, because he said here, you can read for me. I send 100 for the young. She's Kenyan. today to pick it at the bank. Send money to that number. My number is always...
Yeah, here. I've got it, finally.
Then we have money that was sent by... Come and read for me. Come close here. This is Charlotte. 20,000. This is actually the money we are using today to pay these workers. Yes, 20,487. It was sent by Ria. Thank you so much. I think that is it, bro. That is it. Warning, guys, is there is a guy here pretending to be me or pretending also to be Brian. Daniel. Be very, very careful. He's put his number here. It ends with 009. That is a scammer. Do not send money to that number.
Okay. Of course, we will not send money to that number. But then, what is the next initiative? Because now, clearly, the reason as to why somebody has decided to become a scammer and use another number is because they know that the project is being managed by Marwa and Daniel. And from watching your videos, they have seen you controlling all the funds all the time. They have also realized that somehow there are people who are sending Daniel money and also Granny and Brian money to use, not money to construct, right? And so they are asking maybe within themselves, don't we have a way in which Daniel can get the money directly from the people who are sending? And that is why possibly people could be now using that opportunity to scam, because scammers normally use an opportunity. They know there is a gap. For example, equity scammers. Equity scammers know that sometimes people don't use Equity line. So what do? They decide to come and call you and tell you, do you know your Equity number has not been used for long? Do you know your Equity number does not have airtime? So follow this and that, right? So Marwa, if you only understand why the scammers are now using this opportunity, you will solve it for once for all. And what you need to do is that trust this boy and specifically say, money for usage or money for Granny or money for Brian away from construction should be sent directly to Brian. Not Brian, but Daniel. Whereas money for construction be sent to you so that you have a clear way of sorting out your money for construction, and Daniel's money. And once you give that number for Daniel, nobody will come about to cheat and give a number and pretend to be Daniel. That is the reason, maybe the reasoning I have. Let's listen to what Marwa says though. Because Marwa is there saying, scammers are there, use scammers, avoid scammers, you will be scammed. But this is my number is below. But he doesn't understand that people are scamming in the name of Daniel. So can he give a go-ahead to Daniel to actually collect what is meant for domestic use or his own use? Because Daniel feels like he's doing zero work here, actually. Anyway, let's go to it.
Always below this video, you can reach me out. If you want to talk to Daniel, below. But reach me out if there's anything, please. I have put my number there. You can call me. The only problem with me is sometimes I may take time to answer you because...
All right. Now, one of the problems with Marwa is that he will take time before he answers, right? He will take time before he answers. So what if someone is cross-checking when he wants to send and he takes a while? Shan, hi, welcome on board. Welcome. Joseph Edamba, I don't know whether he's still around. And Shaksarigo Mohalito. Okay, welcome on board, and let's board together and watch this video throughout. The analysis is quite crucial, critical with a lot of stuff. So guys, that is, if you look at what Marwa is doing, he fears. I don't know whether he doesn't trust Daniel. He feels like when Daniel is sent money, he will not open up and share. Whether he thinks that maybe Daniel will not give that money to Shosho, or whether he thinks that Daniel will actually become popular, I'm not so sure. You know? And that takes me to Gintu today. This is what Gintu has decided to throw to the wind. He has thrown caution to the wind. Gintu is another one. He never learns, and at the same time, he never stops, you know. So let's get to what Gintu was saying, because Gintu was like, yeah, I learned YouTube in one way or another from you, but I don't have to be always your student. Sometimes a student can be better than a teacher, which is true. By the way, I've taught so many students, and I think by now, I cannot go sit them down and lecture them, because they were my students then. And they'll still be my students in life, but sometimes if some of them work so hard, they'll become even lecturers before I do, right? Some of them, I taught them literature. Maybe I taught them styles, themes, but they may explore more things and come back when they are better than me. It's always true that it's not always that a teacher is always intelligent all the time and should always put the students in their shadows. It's not always right, but many people, I don't know, you look around the channels, so many people are like, why should you attack somebody like Marwa when they taught you? Okay, attacking in a bad way where you are abusing him, bringing him down is not right. But just pointing out the errors and trying to say this is what he should have done instead of this, I don't think there is a problem in that, right? I don't think there's a problem in that. And I wouldn't be actually sad that, because even personally me, there are people whom I introduce YouTube to, and some of them have already been paid a long time ago. And I don't expect that they come back to me and pay me, because none of them has done that. Like, come back to me and told me that at least appreciation, take a soda. None of them has done it, but they have made it. I also learned academic writing and taught some people. They have earned through it. Have they come back to me and said appreciation? No, and I don't complain. So what am I saying? The reality is that a skill, and because a skill cannot be taken away, they become better than you. Maybe economically, or in terms of knowledge itself, or in terms of maybe nourishing, using that knowledge wherever they are. So we don't have to actually think that when we teach somebody something, they should be always loyal on their knees. That is colonialism, actually slavery. Slavery teaches people to make others entitled to them. Like, because I gave you a shout out, you have always to talk positive. Even when I'm doing something wrong, you always have to praise and worship me. That one is enslavement in its other, level. That is even the colonialism that we are rejecting in Africa. But at some point, people still say, stop talking about him and family. You will fail. Stop talking about him and family. After all, they are doing great. They have bought a Mercedes-Benz. All right, Mercedes-Benz, we appraised it. It was a good move. And the big car is also a good move. Opening a company is a good move. But if there are gaps around, we talk about them, right? Yep. Just like when we become famous, people will talk about us. We will not stop them. So, let's get to what Gintu says. Gintu came up today saying something, even though he shouldn't be trashing everything. I don't think he should be trashing everything, because indeed, if this has made him better, so many people are hustling out there. The reality is that, right? So many people are hustling out there. And people in Nyambohanze are so lucky that they had YouTube. They learned YouTube so early, and they have managed to thrive. You can look around and see the houses they are constructing. They are living a life whereby they don't have really to struggle physically. Though that one also brings the lazy community for some people, and also creates a lot of wars because everyone is now in competition. So let's listen to what Mr. I don't know whether we can call Aristotle or Newton is saying here, because Aristotle and Newton, one of them was the teacher, the other one was a student. So let's look at this. Let's look at this, guys. What Gintu is saying. What is he saying? Does he make sense?
I was having much of the postcoms and intercoms using it because I was only using the back camera, because the front camera, it was having a less pixel to shoot much of the content videos here. So I started filming this kind of the fish from here. And I remember I was just holding my phone this way, and this is how I was holding my phone, whereby the back.
What is this? The network is poor. Yeah, so in that video, of course, you know, I don't know why there's no connection, or rather, the video has refused to play, but it is a normal thing that happens with live streams. So he's trying to communicate here, indicating that he learned the game of content creation from Marwa. And he was trying to do the videos at the fish pond when Marwa trained him on what to do. So he learned one by one what to do. And according to him, he became better. Gintu allegedly says he became better than the teacher. And I'm like, really? But that is his thought, right? That is his thought. Let's see whether you can check in and see another way where he's speaking. But the network is a bit poor. The network is a bit poor. I don't know whether you can see me clearly. Let's see this one, whether it will play okay.
Hello.
Yeah, this one is playing. I don't know what is happening. Sometimes the internet is funny. The one you opened earlier refuses to play. The one you open now plays. What is up? The engineers in the house, IT gurus, let us know. So this is what he was saying, actually, to trash.
And I'm going to be paying you per day. And he was told, make sure that you are paying this kind of the boys. Don't give them work and don't pay them. Don't pay them with shout-outs. And that is what was being talking about at that kind of the point. And he came and showed the video from here. And he came to that far end. I was there, film, talk about inside water, getting this kind of the fishing using bare hands. And it was in barrows of the dikes of the fish pond there. Then he talked about, yeah, you speak good English even than me. Why can't you start a YouTube channel? Then that is how I ventured into the YouTube channel, and that's how I started it. But the people about Gintu, you understand, this is a person who introduced into YouTube. Is he the one who is posting the videos? Is he the one who is giving me the content? So sometimes you can be taught on how. The only thing we are talking about is I'm not using his brain. I'm not using his tools. I'm only using my brain.
Ay, Gintu. Gintu has finally appreciated that he learned YouTube from Marwa. But he's still now downplaying Marwa and saying that regardless of learning from him, I am using my brain to do content. I'm using my tools to do content. Even though we have others with tools, they don't use them. I don't know. What do you think about this? We've seen ourselves as teachers, you know, going to class every blessed day before students saying, good morning. Do you know what a noun is? A noun is naming word. We have several types of nouns. You go to class, you tell them, from Form 1, students who have come, they don't know what poetry is. So you are there telling them poetry. Poetry is something that is musical. It has rhythm. It has also, imagery. And imagery is, you tell them. Now you give them an example of a poem. Let's start with an example of a poem. A poem looks like this. It has that and that. My goodness. When that student will acquire a master's or a PhD and come back to the village, even though you'll have taught them, but do you know, most of them now begin to say, this teacher taught me, but I am better than them. If you have watched Bahati Marwa, and you've watched the wife, Diana Marwa once opened her house and began saying, hey, the teacher of math, you normally used to tell me I don't know math. Can you come and see? Come and see. Hapa ni wapi. All these employees are under me. All these workers are under me. Look at my fridge. What is in my fridge? So, let me assure you out there, when you are teaching people things, don't think that you'll always have power over them. Somehow, once they begin to stand on their own, they'll be telling us, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? You taught me, but you're not better than me. I became better than you. Newton and Aristotle's story, you can go check on it in philosophy and you'll know what it means by being a teacher, you know? So let's proceed and hear what Gintu is saying here before I divert.
To make sure that even if you have tools, how many people have tools and they have nothing to do with the tools? You can have tools but no idea. You can have tools but no brain to do such kind of a thing. So anytime that somebody is talking about the one who taught you, understand one program, that you can be taught with a teacher and you can bypass that teacher and become something. But when the teacher persists that I should not be bypassed, you are taught something that you know even him was doing it. And
so, guys, Gintu, according to Gintu allegedly thinks that he's better than Marwa, which I disagree, because so far, Gintu has not actually managed to do vlogs without mentioning Marwa. He does his vlogs by mentioning Marwa this, Marwa that. Unlike now, Marwa, on the other hand, has outwitted him, because for him, he starts a project. For example, he uses the subscribers or supporters to start a project for Brian, and then now he manages it and does videos there all the time. He mixes it with the walking in the village, arresting you yourself, Gintu. He mixes it with the sister's birthday. So, I don't agree that Gintu actually has bypassed Marwa. Maybe he wishes to bypass, but he has not yet bypassed. But he has his own way of survival, possibly. Because if you look even at the views, you cannot compare. But what Gintu is saying here is actually something that Marwa seems to fear. Now, when we go back to the video that we just watched, we saw Marwa warning Daniel not to use the phone so much. You know? I think you saw that somewhere. Let me just play that. So Marwa has come out to have a phobia with people who come around him even for shout-outs, because I've watched around even 20 people coming for shout-outs. He gives them, but he always tells them, I can't help you to grow so much. You can grow yourself. You just come here and I do one shout-out or two. I give you some few lessons. You go use the skills. So he has walked away from that thing of empowering. He doesn't really believe that he has fully to empower someone. And this is a common aspect among many people. When I was learning academic writing, I was attending some lessons. Hey, I remember, guys. I used to come all the way from Thika Road. Yes? Hey, it's not easy. Then come all the way to these big estates before you go to, how do we call them? And you know, I could take lessons and the teacher would refrain to give us some information. Why? Because the teacher was afraid once we become powerful and we know how to do academic writing, we would earn a lot and maybe begin our own accounts, so that we run our own accounts. That is one fear that every human being has. And of course, Marwa has that fear. Now, let's go back to his video when he's talking to Brian and he's warning him to avoid using the phone in his presence. And some people might be like, yeah, why should he? But the reality is that even though you are being taught, most students want to actually be better than the teacher, you know? You cannot tell me that because you are a teacher, maybe I am teaching students and maybe I'm struggling with life, then I should wish that my students also struggle. That one is out of question. So let me go back to this part where Marwa was warning the boy not to use the phone so much. He should do that in his absence. Let's check here.
We with your YouTube channel. Somebody's doing what?
Hello guys, good morning. Greetings you from Kenya.
Yes.
I am real Daniel Mwita, as
Yes.
you can see with the book.
Yes.
So today in the morning I wake up and find I was searching my name to see the way my channel is going, and I find somebody I can show you guys.
Yes.
Somebody.
Guys, this is a fake YouTube channel. Please be told. You know they want to steal money from you.
And that person.
He could be the same guy who. Let me see that number. There's a guy here. Guys, be careful. Be careful when you want to talk to Marwa or somebody else. Please, under this video, we have everything there. Please don't look for another number. We have emails. There's some fake people. Even I saw one guy saying, let me show you this one. I saw, you see this account, even there's another account called I am Marwa Backup. It is fake, it's not me. And my number ends with 18. 18. If you talk to somebody else, just know it's somebody else.
Here is that person you can see.
What did he put the number there?
Yes, he put the number.
009. This one has 009.
Yes, the number is 07
Yes.
90 69.
He's the same guy.
The same person.
There's a guy who has, guys, my number, my mobile phone.
07 90 69.
Hada Mutiria, stop the jokes. Let me clear this.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. A lot of you have come through. Today I'm reading your names. Those who are here, your money has been received through Priska. I want to sit right there with Daniel. We read all the monies that has this one. 45. The reasons. So everything. When I say roofing, is everything.
Yeah, so I'm not actually able to get that specific message
From timber.
or part, but Marwa actually was trying to tell Daniel not to deal with his phone in his presence. What does this mean to us? As content creators, what is clear to us is that Marwa is afraid this boy, maybe with the excitement of YouTube, he may decide to create content and even post before him. And for Marwa, his rule is that no one posts before him. And that is why sometimes I'm afraid when people are sharing content, like they make content on the same thing. Like now in all the videos of people from Nyabohanse who are in terms with Marwa, every day you must see somehow this construction in it. You must also see the roads in it. You must also see something, apart from like D Mwango's side, which is controlled by D. Some other places here are repeated in the videos. But Marwa is trying so much so that this boy does not really begin to run before he can sit. Marwa does not want to see him running before he can sit and take the baby steps. He wants him to feel those baby steps. I don't know. For those of you who are watching, do you think this is productive for him, or will it work against him? Because we've seen Marwa reassuring him all the time that he's going to be supported, but I'm not so sure, because once they leave this construction site, I don't know whether they'll go back for him or he will be leaving this place to go to Nyabohanse. Or once he goes there to bring reports on Brian, that is when he can communicate with Marwa. That one, up to now, for sure. Because Marwa has just told him, don't worry, don't complain, don't even talk about anything. Just sit and wait, Just sit and wait. Wait, and people are like, yeah, Mayuguno offered free services, and that is why now he's able to be given a job here. Because I don't believe that this place people are volunteering. This construction site, we saw even Marwa before he began this construction, before he was sure he will build a house. When they wanted to renovate Brian's house, what did he tell Mora? He told Mora that he should make sure he looks for a job for himself there before even they start the main job. So which means he was ready to pay for anybody who is serving here. So I don't think, for those people who are thinking that Mayuguno is volunteering here, I don't believe so. Maybe he volunteered elsewhere, but not in this project. I can see that Masons are paid at the end of the day, and only Daniel and maybe Brian are not paid, because maybe they belong to this family. According to Marwa, they shouldn't earn, you know. It is what it is, guys. So maybe he's teaching Daniel to be in accountability, to learn accountability. But I don't know whether he's given him classes to do with YouTube, because currently Marwa is a teacher of enhancing lessons in YouTube. I don't know whether he has taken time to spare a moment for Daniel and teach him a lesson. Now, I saw some message from a video from Echoes, Village Echoes. And Village Echoes came out saying that maybe Daniel should go slow. Daniel should go slow, because so many people want that opportunity that can mold them, mentor them slowly by slowly to what they should be. That he should not try to write messages as what he wrote yesterday. Do you know what Daniel wrote yesterday? I think you saw on the Village Echoes did something on that, and I also saw the same in JT podcast, whereby he wrote a message about, and even I discussed it yesterday, that people want to say that he's swelling the head, yet he has nothing. So that message irritates some people, because they feel like he's bringing down Marwa to prove that he's not gaining in any way from it. But it is what it is. He's just trying to be, you know, to speak clearly and show. Maybe he's desperate. They always say that desperate moments call for desperate resolutions. So he's at a moment where he's in despair, because one thing, he wakes up every morning with the book, doing accountability for Marwa, standing by the construction site. He's not paid, you know. He eats, possibly he's given that free lunch. But what about in the evening? Do we know whether he eats? Because so far Marwa said the other day that tell Go not to worry about money, because even my money is in this construction. All the money we have, we are directing toward the construction. I wish I could get that particular moment when he said that. Sometimes it becomes so difficult during now the moment you are doing it, that now you are looking for those receipts and you can't get it, you know. But the reality is that even when you are working, getting something small for survival is necessary. Let me just check here. He said something of that sort.
700 USD. That is the same money that arrived. Guys, you can send through SendWave through my number. If you send through my number, is the easiest. You call it M-Pesa, or people who live in a send money to that number. My number is always below this video. You can reach me out. If you want to talk to Daniel, below. But reach me out if there's anything, please. I have put my number there. You can call me. The only problem with me is sometimes I may take time to answer you, because look, right now I have 700 and how many messages?
39.
39 to reply. I'm just one man coordinating, reading your money, bringing the tipper of sand, tipper of ballast, blocks. One tipper is stuck there, two guys. Oh my God. So, but you send your money, it will arrive. Guys, you can send through SendWave through my number. If you send through my number, is the easiest. You call it M-Pesa, or people who live in America, they know how to do it. Through SendWave, through the other one, I forgot, guys. I'm hungry. I've not even eaten lunch the whole day.
Hey, Marwa, you amaze me. I really laugh at these videos, and that's why I like coming back and talking about them. People wonder why, but it's amazing, you know. Marwa in the morning was so hilarious, you know. You remember in the morning I played in this video showing you how he was running on the road and saying that he really loves just to do constructions, and he sees people sleeping in them. So he's a philanthropist, right? Now, as a philanthropist, some philanthropists don't complain. They don't. You just do your thing, appreciate. If it's food, organize. Because I can see people eating in this place, buying food there and eating. Organize. You know, we can see Rosho coming here often. Even his spanner boys are always here. And does he even ask himself why he's not eating in this home? Is he actually taking the money that is meant for the granny for that purpose. The reason why they are not even able to eat in this home, maybe the granny is starving. Who knows? The granny is starving. So the granny does not have money to cook for them. Or else, in a normal situation in Africa, he would have just at least prepared food for herself. She would have prepared food for herself, for Daniel, so that those who are not being paid at this place, those who are sacrificing, get something to eat, you know?
Tifa has arrived. Guys, I have been waiting for this sand the whole day.
Let's see.
Which house? Look, guys. You know, from the swamp. From here. The process is still not. Nimewasalimia. Haya, nimewasalimia. Nataka mnisaidie kiti nikae karibu na mke wangu hapa. Masoda ndio naona. Hiyo mvua siipite jameni. I'm praying for them. Oh, we have even our cousins here. Habari? Come.
So after Marwa complained about food, he had to go to the birthday. It was birthday for the sister, and he went to eat, then came back. Now for yesterday's video, boots on the ground, day 6, huge bungalow shapes up. What I saw in this video, I've shown you already in the morning, Marwa running around happy and arriving at the construction site, right? The advancements, oh.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
Chief Inspector. Yes. Today I will put that. That's Mayuguno. Give yourself a shout. Yes, my name is Mayuguno. Yes. I am Mayuguno on YouTube. Yes. So those all things. Timber only in this house. Timber. Yeah. 195,000. Imagine. Well, this one is very straight. Yeah. Kama hii inaonekana tu very okay. Very straight. Mura. Jaribu kumwaga hapo. Wewe kuja na fujo uingie. Sio tukwame hapa tena kwa. As you see, I'm saying they can pass here. See here. There will be no option for us to have even a veranda, nice beautiful veranda here. And even that being said, is we are also planning not just to cut it, but to uproot it so we can even transplant it to somewhere else. Probably we'll put it in one corner there, or even somewhere. We will see where we'll put it. Look guys, the house is here. You cannot even see what is going on inside. I want to bring the grandmother after some time to see what is going on.
Guys, at first, Marwa, when he started constructing this house, he took control and said that they'll not cut that tree. Remember, for Africans, sometimes such trees, especially fruit trees, are the only source of income for most people. You sell those avocados to people and you survive. Now, finally, as the construction is shaping up, he's decided he's going to cut it down. Let me feel the... So finally, as the house is shaping up, he has decided, and he is saying they'll not just cut the tree, they'll uproot it. I'm waiting. Hey, this one will be a lesson for me. Let me be a student tomorrow so that I become a better student, a better teacher later. You know, like I'm wondering how they'll uproot this big tree to another different destination without actually affecting. Miracles are possible in Nyabohanse. Why not? Yeah? Let me keep quiet.
The house is Yes, we can give grandma money, but the house will be stuck. I don't want that. Let's keep pushing because everything we are spending is being written. You guys will end up even adding all your mathematics together. And also we are reading your names and seeing that the money you sent is what we are reading here. So there's 100% accountability. But our main goal is to leave grandma with the house. But I've already given her 5,000 already, like 1 week ago, right? Yes. That is a lot of money already for grandma. But when the house is done, we can do her more beautiful things. We can even open her shop. We can even, there will be more beautiful things. But for now, I want that one money to push to bring that tipper here, to bring,
You know? You know? So, guys, those of you are complaining about accountability, you are complaining about money, you are complaining about what have you. Do you want us to leave the house? Will you keep quiet? Yeah? Do you want us to let the house be and give money to grandma? Then at the end of the day, you are stuck? It gives some logic, but I hope that the grandma understands, because the reality is that when someone, I'm just thinking about whoever sent, maybe they thought there is something that the granny should do. But they are seeing the money diverted to construction. Even though at the end of the day, maybe people will add and calculate and do that. But there is something about, even when I'm doing business, I may be the same person selling books, selling timber. But if I put that money together at the end of the day, I don't see whether that money is accomplishing the mission that I wanted. So the reason why people are asking questions, Marwa, is just that maybe you should show that this money particularly has been given so that you use it. But because we are stuck, what do you think? Just asking for her opinion. And once she gives her go ahead, people will not talk about that much. But when you do it because you've just decided, that is why people are talking about it. And that is what I think the reality is here. The fact that you decide on your own and just come to inform, it's like you are a wife to somebody, your money comes and your husband uses it, and then they say, yes, I used it. And don't you see we are eating because of that money? If I wouldn't have used it, we wouldn't be eating. And yet maybe the wife has their own programs. However, the commando, hey, the philanthropist has now promised that after the house, they are going maybe to open the shop for the old granny, that they are going also to do great good things for her. I hope, yes, I just hope that will happen. Because if it will happen, kudos, it will be a tick to Marwa. But if they fail to happen, people will come back here and talk about the same thing. Remember, the internet does not forget, people don't forget. Now that you are a public figure, people follow everything you say and they document. And they'll be coming here to ask, you said this lady would be... Now, we don't hear her in stories anymore, Anyway, let's proceed.
Now, what is the total, Gitriba? You have the money here, total, or you have to go to the bank?
I go to the bank. I must go bank.
Okay.
Yes, collect it again.
Okay, so you go collect, then you let me know.
All right.
Guys, there's something we will need to put straight here. Okay, Gitriba, you can talk.
Yes, guys. Daniela was sending me.
She sent me.
She sent me money like
3 days ago, 3 or 4. And we paid the blocks. The first day they did there. Yes. Was it not first day or second day? Second day. Yes, second day.
Yes.
Yes, actually we called you as D when we were reading your name. But I heard that you asked Gitriba, hey, I didn't hear my name, Gitriba. 100% your money arrived, even it paid for the blocks that are building this house.
All right.
Yes. All right. So now the money that you're gonna bring today, you can read so that they know.
I am king. 9 bags of cement.
9 or 10?
10. So
10 bags.
10
yes.
bags of cement.
Yes.
And
Pudihau. 100 USD. Sorry if you are reading your name the wrong way, but we have no bad intention.
And Stella Crespo,
100 USD.
What is the rush?
Brian, 25 USD.
Yes.
Thank you, Vitriv. What you'll do, you'll get the money, you send it to my M-Pesa.
Yes.
So that I don't want to work with cash money.
What is the rush? Because I don't see why the rush. For example, here, I am trying to see why they are rushing to read through the names like trash. In reality, if people have really sent their money and they want their names read, because people do for different reasons, maybe for recognition, for shout-outs and all that, they should just take their time and read the names correctly. Then away from that, I don't understand why they should do double transaction. Like, why should Gitriba withdraw the money and then load again to Marwas M-Pesa? If people are working up to evening, why can't they use that money to pay those people? I can see the lorries coming in. Why can't they pay that money? Gitriba just either that is forwards to them, or they withdraw once and pay. Anyway, maybe managing M-Pesa money is easy, but it seems like the commando feels comfortable when money is on his account, you know? And that is why my title is controlling, you know? You may wonder why I did that, but I did that because I've been watching through these videos, and I feel like commando wants to control that money fully. Even if you have someone else bring the money, whether it's Kiza or anybody else, even if I would send or whatever, he wants to control everything and make sure that he's the one at the, you know, a step ahead, like unlike anybody else, you know.
I'm telling them to start work half a day. Why put timbers? These guys are wasting time. Utanitafuta tutaongea. Guys, that man has just brought memories. When I was a baby, he used to give me work to arrange bottles like Coca-Cola sodas together, Fanta sodas to get bottles, and Sprite together, and he would give me like 200 Kenyan shillings. A long time ago. Look at this. Super crazy. Look, Goko is here. Goko could have seen mambo yangu. Goko always stays at this door just watching. Huh? Where is Dan? Dan. Nitie Dan. Hey. Anataka niulize mambo wewe na Dan.
Yeah, so Marwa had to pursue the issue of the daughter, and of course they agreed that the daughter will be coming back so that she stays here. And
Big deal. Like people even despise you, look down upon you. And first she got two girls. So one passed on, Mama Brian, and one we have a story to tell. Maybe Daniel will tell the story. Daniel, yes. What is the story?
Concerning Mama Brian.
No, Mama Boke. Boke. Boke has kids or no?
Boke has no kid.
Oh, how old is she? That's the only living child. She doesn't know.
yeah.
You know, here in Africa, guys, you don't keep kids that much. People just live. So, ask her one thing. Does she know the plan we have for Boke? Tell her to explain. We see. And that will be the end of the argument. From there, Boke should be able to run her own business.
All right. Marwa finally now came up with that plan of business. It will not be Gogo's business, but the daughter's business. So the daughter who is actually coming away from house management will come back and they'll open business for her. I don't know the kind of business at this spot, but maybe being away from Nyabohanze, she can start a shop, and when she's serious, she'll thrive. I don't know. People were saying yesterday on the world that culture is changing, and therefore even if she's married, she can still stay here. I've actually seen that happening in Taita. The lady from whom I bought a plot had a daughter, and the daughter used to stay at her mother's place, though she's married, and she could even bear children from there. And she could only go meet the husband and come back, and I found that very funny. But at the end of it, it didn't end rosy, because they had some disagreements with the mother. You know, when you are an adult, you need your own space. You cannot share the same space with your mother when you are an adult. That is the reality. That is Africa for us. for example, currently I'm an adult with my own kids. I cannot go occupy the same space with my mother who has, maybe even if she does not have kids at that moment, that is her home. So all decisions are made by her. And yet I also want to make my decisions, you know. And also my husband wouldn't be comfortable with coming to my mother's place all the time. Or maybe me just going and then come back with pregnancy. It doesn't sound okay, does it? Maybe as you're watching this, drop your comment in the comment section.
Taking care of her own mom before we finish the roof. All right. And plastering could be day after tomorrow.
Now, the one question I asked myself yesterday was, what happened to Uncle Mo? All the people who make content in Nyabohanza, including now Dimwango. Dimwango was here with the Rosho. Rosho had to bring her. But, you know, but I've not seen anything to do with Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo has not stepped any foot at this construction site. What happened? Maybe somebody should make me aware.
Yeah. Marwa had breakfast? Yes, he came to have breakfast here. Bring in some banana too. Oh, okay. That's bad. Okay, you have water? Headed there. Maisha has my camera. Oh, we are arriving. Yeah. I didn't even know we are arriving. With the whole crew. With the whole crew. Whole family. Eh, for sure here you are used to it. The balancing is so good. Well, he came to have breakfast at the house, so yeah, not so bad. And then we have.
So for once, this is something I had been really longing to see. We, we may not be in very good terms with our sister-in-laws, but if we are there, we always say if we are there, there's nothing that can change. For once, I saw Rosho with Dimwango together going to the construction site. She even visited the home. Machete Man reminded Dimwango to serve her, and they went back to the house. They took tea, and then they got back to the, to the car and drove away to the construction site. They went bought some, some water and soda before they came to the construction site. And I was like, okay, are you reminding Marwa of something? Or did you just decide to be Lady Boss? Mama Africa for you. Dimango had a surprise for the Masons. She brought some soda and water for them here. And she had to make content. So my question is, where is Uncle Mo? Uncle Mo, where are you? Uncle Mo from Africa, where are you?
Oh, okay.
I came with the whole crew. Look.
Hello, somebody, hello.
And the rest. Are we sure Atipa cannot pass here? I have
Push a little bit.
a little bit.
Yes. Oh, this is for.
How are you? Brother Dagisi Mat.
Oh, hakuna shida.
Wow. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. How are you? How are you? Yeah.
So much Kimwango, our boss lady.
Yeah.
She come with some rice. What's up, guys?
All right, so if you are the construction site and Dimwango has arrived with soda and tea, and not tea, soda and water, you must stand out. So this man knows how to stand out. Hey, he took a moment and said, yeah, our boss has come with soda and water, with a surprise. You must. So this is one of the things that really has to put a lot of pressure on the YouTubers in Nyabohanze, because they have to keep maintaining, Now let's come back to Brenda Erumbi. Let's come back to Brenda Erumbi. Brenda Erumbi has had to make Mayuguno cry. Hey, you think I'm lying? Let's check on this, because I felt like Mayuguno was literally going to tears, but he just suffocated the tears and had to say, this is too much, this is too much, this is too much. This is too much. Nobody saw you this. Nobody show you this. I can't hide anymore. Hey, so Mayuguno has decided to play the victim. Sometimes we've had people who mess with us and they'll play victims, right? And even maybe myself, I've ever played a victim, I don't know. But in this video, I saw Mayuguno playing a victim, and he always comes, I am a man of God, as if there is a man of Satan. All men are men of God. So Mayuguno came up to say, I am a man of God, and I'll just not allow fake news. And I was like, okay, fake news when you were actually literally threatening the husband to Brenda Erumbi? Even if it is lies, we cannot lie during the day. We better lie during the night because it's a bit dark. Let's listen at him.
Raise a lot of money, more than 1,000 USD I spent. Cases, you know. So what I know, guys, where I reached right now, I must be careful with my life.
Yeah. Now, yesterday we listened at Brenda Erumbi saying that the husband was almost killed by Mayuguno. Now, Mayuguno, instead of keeping quiet about it, he has decided, okay, maybe my donatus will hear this and will stop supporting me. So he decides and comes around, and he has to make sure he does it from his house. And he says, right now I have to be careful with my life. I have to be careful with my life. You know, I have to be careful with my life.
Because where we are going now, you'll find myself like, maybe one day someone want to see me even die.
Some people want to see Mayuguno die. Who are the likes? Of course, we know recently whoever talked about him was Erumbi Brenda. So, Erumbi Brenda, do you want to see Mayuguno die? Say yes or no. Which one? Okay? And we'll be going to Erumbi's video and we see what was she trying to say. Maybe we should go right away before we come back here again. And you can see those eyes, either sleepy, they look like the eyes of a drunkard or a sleepy person or somebody who wants to cry. That is why in my video I said Mayuguno has been, pushed to cry. And I want you to see this video from Brenda Erumbi so that you believe what I'm saying. Did you see this one here? Brenda Erumbi today had to come pepe. She had to come full force. Full force. No jokes. Let's watch this one. This one here. Erumbi Brenda is here.
To call God. Maybe everybody knows how to call God. But once you lose, you have lose. The game is over. I'm telling you, don't joke with me. You see, it is enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm tired. Let me tell you, don't even shockos me. I'm very, very totally tired. I don't want any nonsense. Nobody look drama here. Nobody. That's why you see, even mocking, doing my husband like this, doing like that. You are making who to understand. Even for you need to, you need to understand. Huh? You are making who to understand. Mayuguno, you are making who to understand. Hey, you need a simple you to understand. You and Sewe who don't understand. Huh? But I'm making severity. I'm just advising. Who are you? You need that device. And also you are advising people. Enough is enough. If you enough is enough, that's why I say that I want lawyer. It's only lawyer can separate us. Don't joke with me. Don't joke with our temper. If we are
Don't joke with our temper, and that's why Mayuguno is saying somebody feels they want me dead. Eh? Guys, what do you feel? What do you think? What do you think? Erumbi has said she has temper. She used to have a lot of temper towards people who could say Mayuguno is bad, or who could say that in Nyabohanza there's a lot of drama. Now, yesterday she was being sheltered by her husband. She could be controlled. Whenever she was flaring into emotion, the husband was like, no, 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 no. I don't want you to say that. No, 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 no. That one is not as bad. No, 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 no. Marwa is just not bad, only that the people around him are bad, you know. The pot is not bad, only that the water in it is bad, you know. That is what yesterday The husband was trying, Seveli was trying to cool her tempers. But today, Erumbi Brenda came all fire up, all tempers up. Let's listen more before we go back to Mayuguno.
Doing anything, but today where I come from, because you want to pass on my eyes. I'm telling you, I just want you to respect my husband. I want you to respect my husband. That's why I'm here. We are going to defend. I'm going to stand here to my husband. You can look a poor guy. Let me tell you guys. He started recording severely when he's very far. The way we told you, there's not anything lie here. People say, oh, they are looking views. Oh, they are looking subscriber. Oh, they are looking drama. Oh, they came there to do drama. If we come to do drama in this village, it is you who are watching. You're doing drama. You don't know where you belong. You don't know which side you are. You are just like water. You are in the ocean. Anywhere you go, you are sitting in the bottom, in the ground. Nobody was hearing you. You said that you are not like Marwa. It means you are not. If you, Mayuguno, you are in the position of Marwa, people will you drink water in your home? Eh? People will you come and you help? There's not anything you do for charity. Hey, there's not anything, because if you are like this, telling yourself that you are not Marwa, that's why many people you have tried to become like Marwa, but it cannot be. You know, that's why I'm telling you. Why you never farm? Why you never farm? If Saveri is digging that land, and he's showing the land without anything, it's like a mocking. Hey, you are mocking us. May you God raise us in Jesus' name. Eh? You even reached it because you have anywhere you could go and judge. Hey, you will go and you shine. So when we sing too, we should run so that we can hide ourselves in the forest. That's the need. And even he said off camera. There is a screenshot here. I'm going to post in this YouTube video. You hear the people who say it like that. You hear what the people they are saying.
That is Kanzime in Brenda Erumbi for you. The Ugandan lady. The Ugandan lady is trying to coach Mayuguno, telling Mayuguno to leave the husband alone. Hey. She is saying there is more drama. And whether we were watching drama, we had the drama. Hey. Guys, this reaction is reacting. So, of course, we saw Mayuguno coming out in tears because that was too much. Even if it is you, even if it is you and somebody schools you like that, even if it is you and somebody opens the big eyes on you and is schooling you like that, what would you do? Would you not cry? Hey. Oh my God. Let's go back to Mayuguno. Mayuguno now saying, my life is threatened. Really? Mayuguno, you threatened Gintu on camera, we saw. You have now come here, you have threatened Severi. Severi. And now, Mayuguno is still playing a victim. So who is saying the truth? Who is telling what to who? Let's see Mayuguno again here. Mayuguno. Mayuguno here. Here he is.
Okay. Because if they say love is not this love, we meet with the people, always we greeting them. Even those reaction people, I meet them and we greeting, we vibing. And tomorrow you see someone call you like, I want you going. And imagine, guys, this is crazy. It's crazy. Literally, you treat someone at your home because you correct him to put this road somewhere. Before he's not that place. He dig until my gate. I didn't speak, and when I speak before, first of all, he was, because that road was so, he was like, let me call him, I want to give these people a direction. This road was very big. For those people who watch my video, they know how I start bought this land and the way we used to cross with this land. We used to use the and I'm gonna share this the way me I found this village is. I'm gonna share experience. I'm gonna share with you what I found inside. It's very welcoming, peaceful life. People are very friendly, and we're gonna make like there are some a few people, but I'm telling you, me even I used to meet those reaction people who have been sometimes abuse us in social media, but we used to make peace. Like Mayuguno, hi, yeah, because how can you hate someone like you hate me? So I make with you enemy or beef. If you are the one you have problem, we'll improve you.
Really? Is Mayuguno really saying the truth? Because when he was threatening Gintu that day, did he prove that he's just at peace with Gintu? I really doubt. Now, if Severe has come out with the wife and spoken what they have spoken, whom should we believe? Because it's not just once or twice. It has come out twice, thrice, 4 times, and even the wife also came out to show something. Gutu came out to show something. And so, let it be what it is, but the reality is that Nyabohanse is a village of masterpiece drama, guys, and we will not stop reacting towards it because the dramas are just too much. And before I even finish, Mogesi, Gintu again, and this other fella were somewhere, celebrating the return of Amigo. Hey, amigo.
We are at a factory, and much of the people gonna be thinking about, they're gonna be having money, and talk about getting lavish monies outside here, handouts everywhere, and they talk about they're gonna be dealing with somebody circumphoniously. Exactly. But that is not the reason. We have to talk about brain matters sometimes, and money sometimes are never compared to the brain. Brain is more higher. You understand? If you are smartest, you are the smartest. You are smarter. And this kind of a way is whereby this kind of the people, they are humiliated, talking about why this kind of the people not falling down. Because already we knew that, okay, we did some of the videos to embarrass them, to disgrace them, but why are they still persisting and they're still on the street to make it happen? Yeah. And also what is giving much of the people a headache is whereby we are constructing and we don't stop in terms of the construction.
Hey, so in Nyabohanse, when you construct, it's a problem. Guys, is this real? I don't know. But you can share out. Because Erumbi has come out, and that one changes the narrative from Nyabohanse. You hear also Mayuguno saying that they are jealous. That is why they want to enliven him.
And we have talked about the king. So right now, let everybody carry us in the head. It's okay, I don't care. I don't care how much you have helped me here. And I'm just nice. I'm just opening dog. I open small and I keep quiet. But what if I start opening my mouth here and there? You're not going to like me. But today is my battle, it's not in anyone's. You rushed. The same day, yesterday I was watching video for Maru. Yesterday I was watching video for you rushed, you reached there. Where the conversation is not even reaching. Last time you need to go, auntie people, they must look bad. You reach, you went to tell Marwa how you become late. You became late because you've been quarreling with your neighbor. Neighbor have closed, have closed the road. I was keeping quiet. I said, these things I don't want to repeat again. So, where Severa was crossing the road, you went there. You don't explain things very well. You said that you don't know Severi. But I don't know this guy. When you came to Womba, Matafari, when you came to ask Matafari, you come and call him which name? You didn't know it.
Hello from Nigeria.
It's so funny. It's so funny, guys.
In your home, you see Bushman Dudu's house. Even when you started Bushman, Bushman can hear you. You came having issue from there. That's why I was asking myself, if these things happen long time when the people they are farming there, when you call the Bushman dude, why you never put the mark and they said that this side we have put the mark to show that the road is reaching here. It's only you cry.
Yeah, so guys, we come to an end. Actually, it was so entertaining, but at the same time, forcing us to listen more than talk. But guys, how I wish that for once I just wake up in the morning and I don't see any drama from Nyabohanse. Then maybe I will change my track and begin reacting about something else. Because actually, the quarrels, the disgrace, the embarrassment, the fights, the battles, and all these questions around Nyabohanse are just too much. Just too much. Because I'm just imagining, I'm listening from far, but I can see the noise. What about if I stay there? And even though somebody has said here, not everybody in Nyabohanse is bad, but the energy is just too negative. The energy is just too negative. I don't know for whatever reason, but guys, you should shape up so that we see that indeed YouTube made you civilized. We don't see a lot of quarrels, a lot of justification. Like Marwa, you don't have to keep coming and saying, I don't want to eat somebody's money. If you really know that you are not consuming, why should you keep repeating that statement? Just do your mathematics, do the accountability. In fact, instead of making Daniel write, before you come from home, Rosho can help you to write a clear list. When you come, you spend very minimal minutes to read all that is there. Instead of wasting all the time reading the entire thing today, tomorrow, the other day, saying this and that, you can write a clear paper. Rosho did it very well the first time. A clear paper. When you come to the site, because these people want to hear the money they contributed, you read their names and share the total. Then you can even share the expenditure the previous day. Then you go ahead to the next day without these books. I don't know. That's my thought though. What do I know? What do I know? I'm still a child, a baby in this, in my 40s. I'm almost approaching 40. Anyway, it is what it is. So, guys, bye-bye for now. And I wish you well in your endeavors. Let's meet in again in another live stream later. Of course, there is a live stream I want to do by 3. So I should go to Live Saga TV and do something before I come back here. Bye-bye for now.